Random fact. 1 in 4 American cowboys in the late 19th century was black. In fact, many historians believe the legendary Western hero, the Lone Ranger, was inspired by Bass Reeves. Run it!
What?
Did you have to ask Google that fact?
Maybe. I was not prepared for today's random fact. It's the first show.
I wasn't prepared to talk about cowboys.
We're not talking about cowboys. I just wanted a random fact.
Oh, okay.
I will have a random fact that comes to me during the week for the rest of these shows.
Okay.
Introductions.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
Cheers.
Welcome to the podcast. This is It's Crazy Work. Let me square myself off. Y'all might have heard that. But welcome to the podcast. We are finally getting it off the ground. So I am your boy, Chris Graves, a.k.a. Danny Dantham, a.k.a. The Juice, a.k.a. there's many other names that I've been called before, but we will not go into them, okay? I have my brothers here right now, probably two closest people that I hang out with. I don't really hang out with too many people. Also great professionals. Y'all introduce yourselves. I don't think I can do y'all justice. So I can do y'all.
Carl, you want to?
I do y'all like Steve Harvey.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, about me.
Yeah, what up? My name is, people call me K-Mac.
K-Mac.
You can follow me on socials at KMac317. My name is Carl McMitchell Jr. I hail over here from the west side of Indianapolis, Indiana.
I almost threw it up, and then I was like, nah.
Naptown?
Yeah, man. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be with my brothers, man. Talk about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a lot going on. I think the world needs a balanced perspective, man. I think that's
They're not gonna get it here. You don't oversell us.
Listen,
I think I'm probably one of the
world
most.
needs a balanced perspective.
You can give the balanced perspective.
I think I'm probably one of the most balanced people that you might meet. You know what I'm saying?
I won't disagree with that. I give you that.
Yeah. I like to, you know, kind of be balanced and stay neutral for the most part. Not on real issues, but you know what I mean. Like
I'm the antagonist. I'm the antagonist, man.
You do got a Bears hat on. Shout out to the Hammond Bears, man.
Shout out to the
them.
Bears.
The Hammond Bears. Yes. Shout out to the Hammond Bears.
This is new.
Yeah.
I'm Stacy, so I cook. I'm Chef Set online. I run by a couple of names, but Stacy's most of the ones I go by. So. Chef Set is pretty much what I do when I'm cooking for the community, going outreach.
And tell them how long you've been cooking, man.
That's another thing, huh? I've been cooking for 25 years now, since we were like 14. Yeah.
Man, nigga, you old.
This is one of the you right. Whoa. But 20 years about where I really started to really set my sights on being a professional and trying to take this thing up a couple notches.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I didn't even finish introducing myself.
Oh, he just interrupted you.
Just took over.
Listen,
man. Please carry on. Carry on,
Carl.
Don't let us stop you.
That's why this podcast is gonna be fire, yo. I know it's gonna be fire. Yeah.
Go ahead and finish.
Yeah, man. Hey, I took the long road to get here, man. I'm a technology professional, man. Started off selling cars.
Yes.
Started out trapping. You know what I'm saying? Hustling.
So we're talking about professional trapping, but let's we're all professionals in our career.
We have a whole bunch of listeners, and they all be fans here.
Professionals.
Wait.
Nah, I cut my teeth. Had to learn the hard way. Been laid off. You know what I'm saying? Been through the mud. Had to start over and restart and everything. So man, I've learned. Had
Shout out
setbacks.
to starting over, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
I was like, how many times have you started over, Chris?
I'm starting over right now. This is it. Like.
Okay.
I mean, let my man finish his introduction.
Yeah,
I give myself a proper introduction.
I'm up here trying.
We all like
I'm
talking
interested
too.
now.
I'm interested.
Okay, he said start over, but before you say that, it's something about
finish.
starting over, man. It could take you to your lowest, but when you start coming out of that and you start bouncing back, man, it's nothing like that, man. And I feel like this is the perfect time for this podcast, especially for me, because I'm at the point right now in my life where I'm, the highest that I ever been mentally and physically. So I'm excited, man.
Okay. That's a beautiful thing.
The highest that you ever been mentally and physically,
Yes, man.
Clap that out. That's a beautiful thing. I don't think I'm there right now.
But you on your way though.
I'm back. I'm on my way to getting back to the zenith.
Yes. And this is just the beginning for all of us.
Absolutely.
Just the beginning for me.
Yeah.
Beginning for you.
Yeah. For me, like I kind of dabbled in real estate and still had other jobs and stuff, and so now this is the first time like I'm diving in like real estate and personal training are my whole thing now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So there's no side gigs, there's no part-time job. So that is like, it's not necessarily starting over, but it's still a new thing. You know what I'm saying? So shameless plug. Y'all check out my page, Chris with the Biz. That's where some of these clips will be posted. Y'all will see me. Anyway, let me get back to it. You got a shameless plug. Shameless plug.
You got to shameless plug yourself these days.
All day.
You know what? If you're not in the market to try to actually be competitive and shameless plug yourself, like, you're not doing enough.
But there's a cat. We went to school with him.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but he liked his own post on Facebook. And he said, if I don't like it, how can I expect somebody else to?
You know what?
And as dumb as that sounds, it resonated with me in other things, not necessarily.
I can't even say the word. That sounds like some East Side.
Listen. Shout out to the East Side, because you know what?
Man, he's a strange cat. I'll tell you who it was later on. I ain't calling it.
Okay, no call outs. This ain't Camp Call Out.
But yeah, he was always a strange cat, even in high school. So we'll leave it there. Yeah. So this is, I like to say, a professional podcast run by unprofessional people.
But listen, and that's gonna make sense later.
No, I'm playing. It's an unprofessional podcast for professional people. That's really what it is. So we're gonna get goofy, but we are all professionals in our fields. Oh my God. I have done a large amount of people management and of training. I have run fleets of even drivers when I was dispatching. Like, I have a very varied work history, you know. Probably my favorite job was being a manager, not because I like having the power, because it was more of I could be the manager we had always talked about wanting, which is
the manager you want,
which is not always popular with those that are above you.
Yes.
Yes, but
So you were a people's manager.
I was definitely a people manager. Yeah. I got people right now. If I still see them out, they still come up and say, "What's up?"
And I can see that too. I'm gonna give you your props, because you like one of the most patient people that I know, especially with your daughters. This man is a girl dad.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to the girl dads out here.
And he has two very energetic girls. One really energetic, and she's a sweetheart. That's my guy, baby. I love her. But the way Chris handles these girls, oh my goodness, it's an inspiration to me. Because he's super patient. He don't yell. He don't be I don't see it, but
there's yelling. But
he gets behind doors and he
don't say, "Hey, y'all better sit down." Now.
I don't tear my kids down though. That's one thing.
He does a good job, and he's incredibly patient.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think I needed that encouragement. You don't always feel like the best dad all the time.
No, you don't always feel like the best type of man. You know, and that's the thing that I think that it speaks to more of anything, especially with youth out here. It's like, they think they're supposed to feel good all the time. And it's like, the internet told you something wrong. That's incorrect. You're not going to feel good all the time. You're not going to feel ready all the time. You're not going to feel worthy of even receiving some of the things that you get or appreciation that you may get for some people. But, sometimes you just got to learn how to take it all in.
And I think also social media has messed up our perception of reality to a level that can't even
My perception is just fine.
We can't even quantify.
So you think?
No. You know what, Carl? You tell me too. So you think?
Yeah. So you think? But no, I think really people. Social media doesn't show you the process; it shows you the results.
Yes.
That's the thing. I guess this is what we're gonna get into on this first session. Like, I know we're just gonna kind of let it flow, the conversation flow, because I want everybody to introduce themselves. But now that we're here,
how long did it take us to set up the audio for this stuff and do all the?
Look, man, don't worry about it. They don't need to know that. Okay. All right. We love y'all. That's why we're here. All right. But social media has created these has people thinking they can skip steps. Let me put it like that.
Yeah.
Nobody gets to skip a step.
Nobody gets to skip a step.
On the road to getting that thing and figuring it out, nobody
and all you see is the success. You don't see the struggle. You don't see the grind. People don't post the failure. Like, people don't post their failures.
No.
Not with relationships, not with anything.
No, relationships, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of people posting their business.
Well,
and they don't think
that
of it as
too, but you see the super couples that, don't post the ins and outs
when
of
they
what
had to
they
go to therapy that one time because everything got messed up and it just didn't work out, or they had to talk to the pastor,
or everybody think that they're going to find a perfect partner that 100% serves them, and
or you get the grifters who cater to one side or the other.
We're not even going to talk about that.
That's too deep.
We're not going to talk about that dude. It's a bunch of them. I ain't going to say their names on there.
But you know what? The level of the level.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
Pause.
The level. Pause.
Sorry, I said I wasn't going to do it. I don't play the pause.
You got me doing it, man.
I am the gatekeeper for everything pausable.
I don't do the pause game.
So,
because never mind. Carry on. But we'll allow it. You gotta allow it.
Being able to make those transitions happen and feel authentic and be authentically you, mistakes and all, requires you to accept a lot of your past self and a lot of, what you want to do in the future. Even if it's delusional, be delusional.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we came down here and what'd you say? What made us think we could do a podcast?
What made us think we could do, we're qualified to do anything? I'm like, okay.
But it's like nobody told us we couldn't.
No, nobody told us we couldn't.
Yeah.
So cheers.
So here we are, bro. Like, for real.
Yes. So that's us in a nutshell. Honestly, we're still growing as men. We're still growing as individuals. And I applaud, everybody at this table because I know it's hard being a man, and I know it's hard taking on the roles and responsibilities we have to in lives and being accountable because you're a dad, you're a brother, you're a husband, you're all of those things. And if you want to be better and more successful, you're going to have to actually put work into it and not skip any steps about being better along the way.
Right.
So I hope that ties that in.
Yeah, to a point.
Okay.
To a point, too. Maybe it's just my ADHD brain, but it'll work. It'll ride. But I do want to ask y'all this question, because I did come prepared with a couple questions to ask y'all and answers that I would have myself.
With a question?
No, see, I'm the moderator. You ain't got to worry about it. Now, if you want to come with questions, I would love for you to.
I just showed up.
You just showed up. I appreciate that. Okay? But no, what failure that you had in your life helped you see what you needed to, the next move you needed to make? Was there ever a failure where you're like, man, that sucks, but now this has clarified so much of my path now? Was there ever something like that? Because I think we don't learn in the successes as much. That's the thing people realize. They want everything to be success, and people who are having success continually have had enough failures to learn. I don't think that gets discussed enough. Is those failures build you, just like they've been talking about with the Knicks and the Spurs. You know what I mean? Where they don't have the scar tissue.
I don't want to talk about.
I don't either.
Is it hurting a little bit?
It hurts real.
Are you a real Spurs fan?
No, I'm a Pacer. You know me.
Man. I'm a Knicks hater.
I love my Pacers. I can't. After what happened this year, I can't watch it. I just can't.
Shout out to Wemby and that young man.
Shout out to Wemby. I like
really
Wemby.
Getting his feet.
Carry on.
I just can't let the Knicks win. But we were talking about failure, and I've failed so many times in different things. The good thing about failure is you either learn from it or you repeat the same mistakes.
It's called failing up.
Exactly. That's what you want to do. You want to fail up. But I've failed in the same area multiple times. We're not perfect. We're not perfect men.
Yes.
But you can at least learn after the second, third time. Right. Man, that'd be good.
Second, third time. Second, third. You right.
One of the failures, one of the main failures, and since this is off the top of my head, I could have thought of a more thoughtful answer, but I would say getting too comfortable. So I never forget, I'm at my previous position at a very reputable technology company, and I had already been there, 7 years, 8 years or so. This is before I got laid off, and we'll get to that story whenever we get the chance to. But I had got to a point where, it was a bad year. It was a bad year for the company, but I was way too comfortable. And so, a lot of my work ethic dropped off. A lot of my hustle dropped off. And I was blaming, the industry, and I was blaming what was going on in the economy and stuff. And shout out to Eric Blunt, one of my other black brother mentors that was a manager, good people manager. Kind of remind me of you a lot, Chris. But he, sat me down, Zoomed me in, had a conversation, and he was like, what are you doing to affect your book of business? Like, how are you working and everything? I understand this, and that. But at the same time, we got to get results and we got to put in the work. And then that was a gut check for me because I was like, man, I lost my hustle and my hunger.
Yeah.
That ended up turning everything around. I ended up having the best quarter I ever had.
Just with that.
At that particular company in that position, I had the best quarter I ever had the following quarter. So being
just turning up the hustle.
Yeah, just that failure. I'm up here crying the whole year. I'm not making it the most to. And yeah, the economy was bad, but at the same time, I wasn't putting in the work. So I'm failing over and over again. You know, that older man stepped up and challenged me. And I think that's what we got to do as men. We got to be able to challenge each other and stop being, so sensitive about everything that somebody say to you. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the people who are growing past that sensitive, because I mean, like, that's sensitive. We all experience it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know, like,
the ego, you have your ego, you think, I'm doing this right, and I'm doing this correctly. Then somebody comes and says, "Hey, you could change here," and you're like, "Well, why should I listen to you?" Like, and I think a lot of that comes with relationship, though. I think mentorship has to be developed through relationship. Like, shout out to my man Dan. He was my next manager up, and he was a very, very much a people manager like me, and he kind of taught me how to deal with the corporate side while still being a good people manager. You know what I mean? And so, like, shout out to him, because had I not had him, it would have been a different experience. And not saying I wouldn't have made it. I would have adjusted until, we eventually got laid off. But having him in my corner and him understanding my thought process of take care of the people, set expectations, and the people will take care of everything else. As long as you set expectations and hold them to expectations. So and that was my whole thing. It was like, but the expectations for us were continually changing. And so it was like, now this is getting ridiculous. So it was like, that part was definitely one of the biggest. I blamed everybody else for that, for the changing of expectations, and never actually took onto it like, okay, let me do this. Instead of waiting for y'all to change expectations, I'm going to raise my expectations for myself and for my team. And at a certain point, we were producing to the point where we didn't need y'all to change expectations because we were doing it on our own. So I think that was my failure, I think, is waiting for somebody to tell me the expectations, knowing good and well when I could set them myself.
Yeah.
And so once we started doing that, once we started getting ahead of the ball and saying, okay, and which, of course, if you've worked enough corporate jobs, like, oh, if you exceed their expectations, then that sometimes that works against you too. Like, we were supposed to get certain equipment that we exceeded expectations, and they're like, well, why do you need the equipment now? Are you kidding me? Like, so in some places it did work against us. I will be honest. But as far as a team and developing that team, once they knew what was expected of them, like, it was like, yeah, y'all can get out of here. We don't need y'all to tell us what to do. We know what to do. And Chris already told us that, what I mean? They would tell that to the managers, and I was like, thank you. I appreciate that, because they act like I'm not talking to y'all out here. But I think that's where I failed. I didn't act proactively with my team. And so not acting proactively with my team had us always behind the ball at a certain point. Whereas when we started setting expectations higher than what they were asking, automatically, even if we didn't hit our expectations, we hit their expectations. You get what I'm saying? And so I think that was my biggest failure as a manager until, he kind of called me out about it. And it was like, once again, it was like I had to go home and get out my feelings, because I didn't say anything to him. But when he said it, it was just like, you can do better. It was one of those situations where you can do better and you can call them to do better, but you have to do it. And you're the only person that can do it. And I was like, damn, man, I've been working my ass off. What do you mean? And I went home and I was like, okay. And it clicked. It wasn't instant. I had to go home and mull it over. And once it clicked, though, it was like, he's right. And as hard as that is to say sometimes, you have to be like, yeah, they're right. So that was my biggest failure. And I wouldn't say my biggest failure, but a failure that definitely affected how I operate going forward. I don't want to say it's the biggest failure, but it was definitely a turning point in how I handle business. What about you, bro?
Yeah, and real quick, before we move on with that, I'm not saying be a jerk, or accountability is not being a jerk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Don't run around being a jerk and trying to run somebody and being like, police somebody. But accountability, like you said, building that relationship and then coming alongside somebody and being able to challenge somebody. Mm-hmm. Like, if nobody in your circle can challenge you or can check you, then you probably
in a bad place.
Yeah.
You're in a bad place.
Because people can see things, especially people that love you and care about you, can see things that you don't see.
And if nobody in your circle is challenging you, like maybe you don't, maybe they just don't, then you need to do some circle. I will say that.
Failed.
DJ Khaled over here.
No.
You ever seen those interviews where it's like, tell me about a failure you have? And he'd be like, all I do is win. Man, come on.
Nothing ever a failure, just a learning opportunity.
Right. So I've obviously failed several times. I mean, people can attest. They've seen it. I mean, failed to the point where I've been in crazy situations because of my failures, just like we all have. But there was one time in particular that I was and shout out to this person for helping me grow. But in California, I was working in a kitchen where, we all knew each other for years, and we kind of got close. And I ended up arguing with a brother over a bag of flour. So we
hold on, wait, a bag of
this is a professional industrial kitchen-sized bag of flour. Carl, you can't imagine this flour because you may have never seen it, but this.
I mean, I used to work at GFS.
Like a
Thank
big,
you. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
the big one. The big one.
Yeah.
So we
it's like 50 to 100 pounds, isn't it?
He pulling one way, I'm pulling another way. We were just, we had spent too much time together, and we were all kind of coming up, and like he pulls, and this time like the bag opens up. We're wearing flour.
Yeah.
And the manager comes to us, and it was just like, I need to sit y'all down because I don't even know if we can, like, somebody need to get fired. But neither one of us got fired from the situation. It was just a heated thing. How
did y'all start? You can't just say y'all are arguing over a bag of flour and not tell us how you got to the point.
Watch future episodes. We'll get into that. Chef life is all I know. Listen, this is only an introduction, so I'm not gonna. I hate oxygen.
You including this story in your introduction.
I don't like people that walk into a room and their complete oxygen sucks. Like there's more people.
You're gonna have to explain this because
that's what I'm saying.
When I hear you,
when I
hear you think about this, but that's how silly it sounds. Like
it was so silly, Carl.
Pride.
It was a pride thing. And mind you, we were both just putting away things in the dry storage, right? And whenever
y'all were actually going to put the flour away and y'all were arguing?
Yes. Okay. But like it sounds crazy when I talk about it outside of the kitchen, but people in kitchens know that there's this contempt. That's what pushed us to drive a little bit harder. Like, we could work, but competitive is real. We working like this. But, promotions, and it ain't even about no promotions. It gets to a point where it's just like, I really feel like my skill set is better than yours, and we're in an arena every day that we work. Mm-hmm. I'm going to show you my skills are better than yours. Okay. So I know my 5 mother sauces. I got everything dialed in. I'm coming to work clean. I got everything else set up. And your mind just builds this competitive nature around the people around you. Even if you've spent time around them, professionally, it's still like...
That joint sound toxic.
You get too comfortable.
That joint sound toxic as hell.
It also was a toxic kitchen. Like the owner went to jail. Like it was a toxic kitchen. Shout out to the patio restaurant.
That should be a segment. Toxic kitchen.
Restaurant, toxic
That's your
kitchen.
segment. Toxic kitchen.
You need to tell us more of these stories. Toxic kitchen stories with Chef Set.
Stories from the kitchen are always hard, but it's always like. It's any professional environment.
I'm sorry, we sidetracked you. Carry on with your subject about arguing over flour.
The argument from the flour, they sat us both
Did you
down.
Smack him?
No. There was no violence.
I was just hoping we get
very few times in my life where it's resulting in violence. It's always me and striving to work in a professional kitchen. So there's no violence.
Okay.
So,
you said y'all kept your job, so there can't
that's one caveat. You don't go there. If you want to remain a professional, you don't go there. There's plenty of people who choose to go there.
Right.
It'll probably be your last professional kitchen that you work in.
Gotcha.
But it helped me understand that if I want to be better.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
My ADHD real. No, so it helped me understand that, if you want to be better, if you want to do better, if you want to push yourself further, you're going to have to limit these times of failures that you have with other people, within yourself, because that was a breakdown of both of us emotionally, not willing to let this bag of flour go. And I spent the whole day internalizing it, going down to the beach, trying to relax, trying to think about it after work.
We don't want to hear about you going down to the beach in
Indiana. Whoa, my bad.
I went down to the beach.
If you're sad at the beach, you're still sad. People cry in Rolls Royces and Bentleys.
We don't care.
See?
We don't care. Like
I never cared about your rich tears.
No,
I don't.
I cried in the Chevy Cavalier.
You gonna cry regardless.
I cried in the
I'm supposed to care.
Sebring, too.
I cried in the S10.
I'm all right. If I could cry, if I'm in a Rolls Royce, most of the things I'm gonna cry about are not even problems
As a man,
anymore.
okay, I got a question now. Like, as a man, when was the last time you cried?
Ooh.
Yeah. See, both of y'all got the squinty face because you know it don't happen that often.
No,
My kids, I cry for my kids more than anything. Like, you know me, I never shed tears prior to having children, bro. Like, I was a rock. You can't get no water out of over here.
I seen this man drown a cat one time. No, he never did
absolutely
that.
Not.
He never did that.
No, don't. Yeah, we have PETA on our ass. No, thank you. But
Mike Vick,
no, thank you. But like, I don't know.
Shout out
like
to Mike Vick. We always love you. Like, and you always. Always.
YouTube don't demonetize us early. Don't put us in a black hole early.
Why the hole got to be black? All right.
I don't know. I think it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And before that, can't tell you.
I think it's healthy, man. I think it's healthy.
It is.
See, I don't really cry like that. Like, if I get a real cry, like something like, I might cry for like 30 to 40 minutes because it all just comes out. Like, the other one was just like a little tear. It was like Glory had that one tear come down, and it was one of those situations. But like last time I really cried, like, bro, I cried. Last time I really cried was when my grandfather passed, and I ain't cried at that moment. It was, I thought I had saw him after he had passed. And then it was like, oh, shoot, that can't be him. And I ain't crying that moment, but when I got to the crib, I let it out. And I hadn't cried about anybody's death, really, because all my people died within a year of each other.
It was a really weird time.
It was a really crazy time. And so I got to the crib, and, bro, I cried for like 30, 40 minutes. Like, I was dehydrated.
Oh, wow.
Like,
snot bubbles? Like snot
I'm not an ugly crier. It's just more of a, you know what I mean? I'm not, no, that's not me. I don't cry like that.
Man, I actually, hey, man, we getting real personal on it. Hey, I still punch you in the mouth, bro. Don't think I'm soft, bro. Don't think I'm soft. I ain't weak, bro.
He's like, these hands work.
I'm a godly man, but like, I'm still godly smack you, the fire. But yeah, I'd probably say, last time I cried, I actually cry a decent amount, not around a lot of people,
right?
Yeah,
but you got a healthy connection with your emotions.
I got a healthy, you know what I'm saying? I get healthy cries out, and most of the time is, I am a man of faith.
Yeah,
not perfect, but I'm a man of faith. And then spending time with the Lord, man, just the goodness of God, man.
I don't really count that.
You don't count that cry?
Yeah, I don't count that cry.
Okay.
Because that's a different cry. That's more joyous, like a revelation type cry. Like,
okay, like sad cries?
Yeah.
I haven't had any sad cries, like any really sad cries. I had a sad cry. I want to say last July-ish or whatnot. I haven't told this story, but we'll tell eventually. After I got laid off and I'm working a position where, I'm really struggling with this new, I had to almost change industries, not completely, but I'm the new guy.
Yeah.
I've been there for a few months. It's not going as well as I thought. I'm doing all the work, but the results is not happening.
Oh.
And then on top of that, the pay is less.
I feel that.
So I'm making less money, and so we talk about failures and the comeback and everything.
Yeah.
Which I'm still on the comeback, but I'm almost back. I'm back, man. Forget it.
That's right.
Yeah, man. I was
look at where we are. Like, no, hold on. It's like,
yeah, but it was just, man. I was just really, really just going through it, bro. I was going through it in my marriage, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm on my way to this job, and then I'm starting to feel the pressure because it's like, even though the manager's not really pressuring me, like my manager. Shout out to my manager, man. She's one of the best people managers that I've worked under, but. I can start to feel the pressure bearing down on me. It's like I'm trying to learn and everything and learn how to this company does anything. And it was an ego check for me too, because I'm knocked down, and then I got like, you know, not teenager, but fresh out of college, making more money than me and
got you.
all type of stuff. So it's like I'm back down at the bottom of the barrel in the company. So I'm like, and I'm struggling too. So it was like just a low point for me. That was the last time I cried, like sad, like I don't want to go to work.
Got you.
But rest of the cries is kind of like joyous.
Joyous?
Yeah.
I don't do. What about you, man?
So last time I cried, I was really into. Yeah. So the last time I cried had to be, man, I'd say when I first came back and made the move in December. So December.
Was it just the move and being separated from all the people you had before, and like
every transition is different, because there's been a version of me from California to moving to Arizona, and there's a grieving period that people don't tell you about when you move. Like it's like,
bro, when I left the last podcast on, there was a grieving period of that, because I was like, this filled this spot of my life for so long. Yes. And it's not like I didn't cry, but there was definitely a grief there that nobody really talks about. Yeah. And I think we think of grief as losing somebody, when in general, I think grief is caused by just losing something that's important to you. You know what I mean? Whether it be a person or anything else, like losing something that's important to you, or just a certain set of time that you spend with a certain group of people.
Tell me more.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just wanted to hit that point, because I feel like we don't view grief in a very healthy way.
No.
Tell me more about that moving state to state, because I've been through the same thing you've been through.
Yeah.
And I can probably relate to a lot of stuff. You just moved back in December. Yes. I'm finally almost like 6 years in of being back in Indianapolis, where I was born and raised. I love this place. But at the same time, you know.
You miss those people, you miss those faces, like, and there's good people that, you know, I had to just like move away from, not because things were bad, but because my life dictated that I need to, you know, show up, be here for my family, just like my family was there for me when I was young, growing up, going through things. So as my family's getting older now, I feel like I felt that pull hard, and I never felt anything like that before. Before it was, you know, go out here, be the chef, and try to become the best version of you. I worked in mental health to subsidize some of the income what I missed from having not having enough money working as a chef. So I mean, I know it's something I've been passionate about. Mental health is also something I'm passionate about, and I've tried to blend those two things for years, but. It's one of those things that comes along, and I love that there's so much mental health talking about that's talked about in the air right now. Just because people are becoming more aware of those things, and like talking about crying, it's like you should be able to within yourself, you know, feel those joyous moments, and some of them bring you to tears, and be by yourself and have that space. And you know, I'm not talking professionally. I'm just talking as, you know, one human to another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, man to man, and we're all men in this room, and we all had to cut our teeth in our own ways, and we all had to step into the profession.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
I'll eat this thing.
Whoa. Hey, go ahead. You can hit the pause on that one. You can say pause on that one. I'll be all right with that.
Carl, stop it. I'll do it to myself. Pause.
You're going to be on a different level.
So you'll make those adjustments with the volume, I hope. Good luck editing.
We'll see.
Right.
How much time I got.
Trying to just, you know, talk about some of those things, I think is going to be healthy and cathartic. Like, you know, when you become a case manager and you're running a caseload and you're hearing about these people's lives, and now it's not just, oh, well, you know, I stubbed my toe. It's my mother's sick and she's dying from cancer, and I don't know how to mentally handle this. So I went out and snorted an 8-ball, did lines of coke, and now I'm back here inside this mental health facility. Can you get me out? Can you tell me the next steps I got to take care of? So when things become that serious, that's when, you know,
a whole 8-ball.
That was made up in my head. That is not a specific. That is not like I would still be violent.
You got people out here doing a whole 8-ball.
I have a healthy respect
help me, please.
Yeah, I have a healthy respect for HIPAA. I never bring any stories up here.
No, I'm just. Yeah. I understand. I'm just saying. That's one.
You have to handle things. You have to give people grace.
A crazy amount to start with.
Honestly, it's not a start for most people when they're in that world. Like, yeah. So
carry on.
Long story short, you guys will learn that much about me too. And I'm hoping that we all can grow from this experience. I see there's a lot I can learn from you, Carl. I see that maybe one day I'll listen to you, Chris. But man,
you've been listening to me for all your life. The only reason you're alive is because you listened to me when we were younger.
First off, go ahead. No mind.
But
go ahead.
Before we go off on a tangent, I think we have a lot of this. This how God work. We have a very kind of similar story. I moved back. Me and my wife moved back in 2020. And I had previously spent most of my adult years in Nashville. So all my adult friends, my best man, shout out to my boy Trav, my best man in Nashville. All of my friends, one of my best friends, Steve, in Nashville. I had built my life there, my career, everything, my connections. And I picked up and moved here. And I went through, man, it was tough, man, reacclimating, being closer to family. We have some family.
Getting used to family talking to you like family. I'm like, hold on, you don't know me that well. You need to stop. That's one of them situations though. Like,
well, it was like coming back because I've been gone so long. It's like people kind of moved on without you. Yeah. So I was like reacclimating myself into the lives with my parents interacting with them. We would talk on the phone when I was gone, but reacting with them on a regular basis. Figuring out. Yeah. Remembering where things are, establishing adult friends. Like Chris, like I said, like he's become one of my best adult friends here. Like all my friends here, saying they going off doing their own thing. Some we not as close no more. Mm-hmm. One of them passed away this year, which is why men's mental health is so important. Shout out to Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Is that this month?
It is this month.
It is this month.
It is this month.
Yeah, it is this month.
Okay. But and I'm glad that you bringing this up, and I'm glad we talking about these type of things because I'm tired of seeing my brothers, fall into substance abuse and pass away early. And this substance abuse is not just alcohol and drugs; it's food too. Unhealthy, and trust me, I'm in this boat too. Our unhealthy obsession with food and things that's like killing us and killing our mental health. So. Yeah, man, but we relate a whole lot, and we could probably talk off camera, and we probably have some conversations on camera for y'all, the audience. But yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from, and I have family with some health troubles too, which me and my wife are.
And I mean, we're not like everybody in this room.
We're just people.
We very human, very people.
Very human.
It happens. Like. I always wish the best for everybody, and Chris, thanks for opening that line of question, because seriously, it made it. We kind of went off the rails.
I didn't come out here without being prepared to have this discussion with y'all. Like I told y'all, I didn't have anything to talk about. I lied, but I didn't. I had a couple questions in my head, and I just we'll let the conversation go organically, and then I'll throw one of these that I have in my head out. But I don't want to throw out too much. Is there anything y'all want to say? Because I think we should probably wrap it up. This is our first episode.
It's the first episode.
More of an introduction. I think we're going to get into work-life balance next week.
And we're going to be playing musical chairs because I feel like, everybody needs a round table and we need to just, get everybody's face in because I feel like this thing is right here.
We're going to figure out a better setting. I
hope so.
The table's bolted. We might
share, and subscribe too.
Yes.
Wait, there's a share, and subscribe option to this. Share, and subscribe. Where you gonna put it at? Down there? We can point to it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Share, and subscribe. Yeah, just point down. It'll be somewhere down there. Somewhere down there. I might cut this. I might not. I don't know. I like talking to y'all. I like the rawness that we have right now on this first episode.
Yeah, being real. It should. I hope that this atmosphere we always have, and I hope people feel comfortable coming on and talking to us about anything that you guys want to talk about.
There are several people who have already expressed interest in coming and talk to us. I
had a friend
from different fields.
At the grocery store that literally was just like, "Yeah, I'll come on and talk to you guys." Like, what? Like it's.
Yeah,
it's just a conversation.
Shout out to Andre Speed and Co.
Yeah, shout out to Dre. I used to get dropped off at Dre's house.
Oh my god!
And then I would walk to my grandmother's house.
So we have history with with him, and just if you seeing this, Dre, just shout out to you. We love
gospel music. Check my guy out.
Yeah, and I was in your gospel choir. He was my director at one point in school. So it was
that boy's cold with the music.
He directed. How old were we?
I don't know.
17?
I don't know, bro.
18, 16?
We did a lot of stuff. We had a step team. We did a lot of stuff.
At what point we had a step team?
Man. And then we both had to start working, and we were like, we're gonna give this to y'all because I gotta make money. He gotta make money.
Yeah, literally.
And I think it fell apart in a couple weeks when we weren't, because I mean, it just wasn't. Nobody
We were just trying to start something, and we were just trying to do something different. Yeah, it was just something different.
Anyway, yeah, that's it for today, y'all. Unless you got something you want to add, bro.
Nah, man, I'm excited, man. And like he said, if you have any questions or if you need support, reach out. Don't be too prideful to reach out for support.
100%. The first thing I tell people is no, like I don't have it figured out, but I have some training in mental health. And when it comes to anything that any of you guys are dealing with, if you hear us and you catch us out there, or you feel like you want to say something and you feel like, oh, I got questions on who to talk to,
for sure.
Yeah, I know who to talk to in every city where I go. That's shelters, that's drives, that's food camps. Those are things just I naturally pay attention to. So if I can help you, best believe anybody that knows me, like I'm probably
hop in those comments, or if you need to and you don't want to just put your business out there, Chris with the Biz, hit me with the DM. That's not even a plug. Like if you something going on, hit me. We'll get you to the people who you need to talk to.
Yeah, Chef Set Dining is what my DM. You can DM me. You can talk to me anytime online. I'm usually just aware of it.
So and then you got a
shameless
page.
Plug? You got a shameless plug?
Yeah, Chris with the Biz is my plug. Check it out. Real estate, these episodes, personal training stuff, all of it. Chef Set Dining. Go ahead. My man cooks delicious dishes of the utmost. Go ahead. Of the utmost quality. Make sure you check them out.
KMac 317.
KMac 317.
On the gram.
On the gram.
On the gram.
Make sure you check them out.
On the Expo's Twitter. Yeah.
Man of faith, professional, doing his thing, made a migration, still winning. Man, y'all know man, introduction is my thing. All right. But that's all we got for today, y'all. Thank y'all for riding with us. If you actually made it to the end, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. We appreciate y'all. We will be having probably some giveaways or some little stuff for people who interact with us in the comments.
It's gonna be cheap. Y'all don't be going out there thinking it's about to be. We stopping at the dollar store.
I don't know about that. It will be better than the dollar store. I don't know about that, but like little gift cards, stuff like that. So make sure you interact with us. I want to give some stuff away. I don't know about all that. You gonna cook?
Catering events.
We'll cover that later.
We'll cover that later.
Anyway, y'all have a wonderful week. Wonderful week, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.